Hi guys, this is a video response for Great Jojoman. He's run a competition to win a very cool looking Space Wolf character model, and he wants to show off some of our vehicle conversions. There's 3 units that I'm going to show you guys today. I've featured all of these before as far as I know, but I'm going to stick them all up in one video now. There's a War Walker conversion, a unit of bikes, and a chimera. I'll start off with the chimera. Just drop him on my ghetto turntable over here. There's been quite a lot of extras and bits and pieces added onto this, the main conversion being the dozer blade at the front. But I'm going to switch it to macro now and get close in so you can have a look. I'll start with the commander himself, as he's had a bit of conversion work. It's the standard crew member torso that you get with the kit, but with Katachan head and arms. The shoulder pads were taken from the kit as well. I think they're from the Valkyrie kit, if I remember rightly. But the shoulder pads for the crew and the Valkyrie, just to give him a bit more of an armoured look, I suppose. And his hand flamer is also converted from a regular flamer. It's just had the piping cut out of it. Let's see if I can. Let's see. There we go. There's a regular flamer. And you can see that basically all that's been done is the barrel section has been chopped out and it's been shortened that way. So yeah, that's good. The commander's had a bit of conversion on him there. Bit of extra kit stuck on the track guards there. Some paint chipping and things. Bit of kit stashed up around the back here. This here is just some, I think it could have been really fine gauge copper wire that I've just sort of twisted together and put into a coil of rope there. Barrel on the back there and the 100 killer missile. And a chain, again with another box storage compartment. Las gun just laid on top. More kit stored up on the sides there. Now we get to the front here. First off, the first thing I did was drop this in here, this rocket pod. Again, that's from the Valkyrie kit, and it fits perfectly in there. Just dropped straight in with a bit of trimming off the back, obviously, for where it fits into the actual pod. But yeah, it looks pretty good dropped in there. And this front piece, the extension for the dozer blade. This piece here that goes from where the driver would normally sit to the front is the pod from the rocket pod for the Valkyrie, and that's obviously just been sort of trimmed to fit in there. The headlights and all these little optical things here, they are from the Valkyrie kit as well. They're the bits that drop into the gun mount by the cockpit, because obviously you've got a gun mount on one side and one of these on the other. But yeah, there's those, and this piece obviously has had a corner sort of trimmed off it here, but that's from, I believe that's from the Chimera kit itself, and it's the piece that goes on instead of this back piece. Like for example, if it's going to be an Earthshaker cannon, if it's going to be a Basilisk or one of the other open-topped vehicles, it goes on instead of this back piece, and that's just flipped upside down and stuck onto the top of this dozer blade with these attached either end, and I think that gives it a pretty cool kind of extra armour effect, along with the track guards from the front there. It's some pretty heavy duty armour going on. So yeah, that's effectively, like in game terms, I suppose that would be the dozer blade and the extra armour add-on. As you can see on the top here, got a couple of extra armour plates on there as well, and a searchlight obviously. So yeah, there's the Chimera. Next up we'll go for the Sentinel conversion. Now this is very heavily converted. The crew member has the regular body and head, but with Katachan arms, so to fit in with my Katachan army. This piece, as you can see, isn't quite finished. It needs another armour plate on the front here, but that's, you know, something to get back to at some point in the future. The body itself of the machine, so the main body of the machine is a Sentinel. That's what everything is essentially bolted onto, and the legs are from a Tau Crisis battlesuit. These bolters that are upside down on the underside, I'm not sure where they came from. I can't remember what kit they came from, but yeah, he's got some kit stored up there. He's got a hunter killer missile there. He's got 2 stubbers from a regular tank kit, and an autocannon from the heavy weapons cruise kit. But yeah, oh, and he's got a radio there, obviously. And this back panel, again, I can't remember exactly where that came from. I've got a feeling it's an armour plate. It's a metal piece. I've got a feeling it's an armour plate from like a Land Raider or something. But I'm not sure. I can't remember exactly where that came from. But yeah, as you can see, it all goes together quite nicely to create this incredibly well-armed walker that probably only needs a single crack missile and it'll be gone. In game terms, obviously, it's not practical at all. You know, the amount of weaponry it's got on it, it's, you know, dreadnought-like, but it's only a walker, so it's entirely impractical in game terms. But hey, it looks good. So yeah, there's that. And last but definitely not least, we have the 5-man bike squad. I'll stick all these on the plate at once. Now, these guys have still got to be painted, obviously, but the construction work has been pretty much finished. So we'll start off with the sergeant here. These bikes are all 5 of these are Space Marine Scout bikes that have been converted for my Katachan Imperial Guard. The legs just had a tiny bit of trimming on them, so they had to make the boots a bit skinnier and things. And obviously the torso and arms on all 5 and head are Katachan. So there's the first bike, the sergeant with the power sword. There's no actual real conversion work on the bikes themselves, it is just the riders. The only part of the bikes on all 5 of them, the only work that needed to be done on the bikes themselves is which, with the arms, where the hands are holding the grips there, the grip, the end piece of the grip, you can see on this one, the end piece of the grip had to be chopped off, the middle section there chopped out, and then the end cap of the grip sort of stuck back on the outside of the hand. On most of them, on the arm that's holding onto the grip, they needed to have a little bit of green stuff put in on the armpit, just to make them blend a bit better into the torso. So that's on all 5 of them. But yeah, there's the sergeant going this way. It's one of the regular guys. He's got his combat knife drawn there. each one of them's got slightly different kit mounted on the back and front of the bikes. The sergeant here has got a bit of cabling and possibly a grenade there and a bedroll. This guy's got some other kit and a bedroll on the front there. This guy, again, the regular guy, he's got a grenade pulled out ready to launch there. He's got a canister and some grenades on the back there, bedroll on the front. Another regular guy is reaching back there reaching back to grab a grenade, get ready to launch that. He's got some binoculars attached in there as well. And actually that's something all of them have got. Forget for a moment there. We'll go back to the start. He's got binoculars here and a canteen and a combat knife, and that's something all of them have got. And on this guy, he's got his combat knife drawn. On this side you can see he's got his canteen and his combat knife, but it's just the sheath there. All I did for that was just chop the top off to make it look like, you know, he's just got the knife in his hand instead of in the sheath. So yeah, this guy's launching a grenade, this guy's reaching back for a grenade, and this guy is the comms guy, the guy with the box caster. This guy's got a bit of extra, like a mudguard on the back here with an extra bedroll on it. And the guy himself is reaching down as if he's about to pull out his combat knife, or if he's just putting it away. But as you can see here, he has the comms unit from, and I believe it's from the Chimera kit, stuck on the side there, with the top part of this aerial replaced with the regular aerial from the other bikes. So that ties it in with the others and gives it that motion feel, instead of being the regular one, which is just straight up with a little bit on the end. So yeah, this guy is part way through being painted, as you can see. Something else to mention, the sergeant, the radio man, and these two regular guys all have the twin-linked bolter on the front, whereas this guy has the grenade launcher. So he's effective. This guy has the grenade launcher on the front there, which essentially makes him into the special weapons guy. So you've got like a sergeant, a boxcaster, and a special weapon in the unit. I suppose in game terms you'd probably use the Rough Rider rules for these guys maybe, or the scout bike rules, Space Marine scout bikes, and just count them as like an allied unit instead of a guard unit. I don't know, cool little conversions I think that look really good in my army, because overall I am starting to get more armour slowly, but I am lacking in some serious armour. Like my heavy support choices are quite lacking. I don't have a single Lehman Russ chassis in my army, so it's the main theme of the army at the minute is definitely fast attack, so these guys fit in quite well. But yeah, there's that, guys. Nice little competition, Jojo Man, brilliant looking mini. Obviously if I win it I'll try and give it a paint job that does it justice, because it does look pretty awesome. So yeah, that's that. Thanks for watching, guys, and good luck to everyone else who enters the competition.